Hi, my name is Trent Kreider, and today I'm here to talk to you about suicide rate and what needs to be done amongst college students. For starters, this all started way back when I had the question, what is the cause of this ever increasing suicide rate among college students, and what are the colleges doing for it? And through my research, I found that main causes are stress, not understanding how to do things, new life experiences they've never had to deal with, sleep deprivation, simple things that would, in the long run, cause depression and eventually suicide. This led me to see what our college is doing. Now, most colleges, they offer free counseling and stuff for students. The problem is the students aren't always made aware of this, and the students don't always have the resources to make it to these counseling meetings. That's why it became important to me to find out the solutions that could happen in order to help prevent suicide among college students. Which brings me to my list of 4 solutions I have here. Don't know if you can get that, but they're pretty simple. For starters, first one I want to go next to is connections. Now, connections are simple. We all have friends, maybe not all our friend groups look as happy as this one, but we all have friends, and friendship is important. Friends keep us on our feet, friends keep us positive, friends do a lot for us. And it's suggested that colleges offer ways for new students to meet people, especially people like them. And, some colleges do offer such things, but it's needs to be made on more of a broad spectrum. I myself live in a learning living community for engineering students, and therefore I wish they offered more in the learning living community for me to meet more people who are like me so I can make more friendships, because those friendships become strong, and therefore the friends look out for each other, and when someone's not feeling good, they tend to notice that and they tend to help that person. The next point is life skills. Got a nice little picture of life skills. You got cooking, driving, education, paying taxes, stuff like that. Life skills are important because in college, a lot of stress is caused from new experiences. And that's because a lot of these students are living on their own for the first time. And that means they're cooking for the first time. They start leasing apartments and paying taxes for the first time. So maybe a class that teaches these life skills offered by the university as a free thing on like the weekends or something is important, on the plain fact that it could take some of that stress away. The student learns how to do that, because this isn't stuff that's naturally just taught at colleges. Some colleges offer maybe a cooking class or a class that will teach you more about taxes, but it's never really implied that you're going to need to know that. And as in having a life skills course that covers all this stuff would be beneficial to the student in relieving their stresses. The next thing I want to talk about is something that colleges like Stanford have started doing, is training. Now, what they're doing with training is that they are training their faculty and staff to pick up the signs that a student might be suicidal or has attempted suicide in some way, shape, or form. It shows them how to pick that up and notice that, and then what to do about it and how to deal with it, and eventually help them get the help they need. This is important on the plain fact. If it was offered to teachers, teaching assistants, even living assistants and residence assistants, RAs, it would just go a long way in that those people interact with the students more than a counselor will ever get the chance to, because they'll see them every other day. They interact with them on, I'm not going to say a daily basis, but a weekly basis, pretty regularly normally. It's not going to be always. Some classes are bigger too, but if they offer that training, or if they even offer the training for students to take as well, people would be able to point out the signs more regularly. That's why places like Stanford are starting to do that. Which brings me to my last point. Football. Now, it's not about the football, it's about the budget that goes around this and athletic programs in general. It's big. It's multi-million dollars for many of the universities, but only 20 of them make profit on athletic programs. Only 5 of them make profit on stuff like this. Now, you could argue the money goes to coaches and training facilities and stuff, but in the budget is also the food. Now, how many people do you think eat a hot dog at a football game? Maybe like 5% of the crowd, 10% max. Not very many people though. So why do we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this, thousands of dollars per game on hot dogs that will be thrown away at the end of the game? It makes no sense. So by taking some money from that budget, because a lot of it goes to waste. I mean, it's a bad investment if only 20 teams actually make profit on the millions they spend. So why spend money there when you take some of that money and spend it on suicide prevention programs, paying for more counselors, paying for more help, paying for the training and classes I've already suggested? Why spend the money in one place where it goes to waste when you could spend it in another place where it could help people? I myself have dealt with having a family friend commit suicide, well, multiple, but it affects people hard. And it's not only ending the life of someone, but it's also affecting the lives of the others around them. So it is time for the universities to take the mental health of their students, the people who pay them thousands of dollars a year. It is time for them to take that seriously and do something about it.